Hello, my name is Matt Hale and I'm a comedy hypnotist and a keynote speaker on all things to do with the mind. I've always been fascinated with how the mind worked, and very early on I started getting into memory skills. I saw someone do something quite incredible on the TV, remembered a shuffled deck of cards, and I thought, wow, this guy's got some kind of crazy mind. And at the end of it, he basically said, and just so you know, I don't have some kind of crazy mind. This is just a skill, a technique that anyone can learn. You can learn it in my book. And so I was like, I need that book. Went out, grabbed that book, spent quite a bit of time learning these techniques, and sure enough, I was able to replicate that thing he did on camera. And so I started thinking, well, what else can you do with the mind? And yeah, that led me down the whole of hypnosis as well. Well, when I do shows, whether they're for the public, and I do many of those a year all across Australia, or whether it's a corporate event style show, it doesn't matter. And what I do is basically bring a group of people on stage, or first of all, dismiss all ridiculous notions people have in their mind about what hypnosis may be or is or isn't. But once I've done that, we bring a group of people on stage who would like to be, it's all volunteers only, and I take them through a nice relaxing process which gets their mind relaxed, ready to be open to suggestion. And out of that group I can tell who's going to be kind of going to this nice relaxed state the quickest. So I ask a few people to leave the stage. Doesn't mean they can't be hypnotized necessarily, it just means they might take a bit longer or different techniques. So once having a group on stage who are a good group, receptive, then after the hypnotic induction, sounds very dramatic, but after the part where we relax everyone down, I then start going through some fun routines where people almost believe they're experiencing the thing I'm suggesting. And naturally, over the years, obviously all these techniques I'd learned to use on the stage for comedy hypnosis shows, I'd always had an intention of anyone who took to my stage to leave it feeling empowered, feel really amazing. Also give them some nice suggestions. I think if someone's open to suggestion, you may as well give them some real positive stuff they can take away and use in their life. Then that naturally kind of progressed me onto the big conferences as well, where I started getting asked to do presentations about the mind, how that can be applied to work, sporting, personal lives. And that in turn led to me having this one solid keynote I do a lot called Mind Hacking Happiness, which goes along with the book I put out as well. And yeah, it's kind of the same kind of area, but one's a bit more, I guess, on the educational side, although it's a lot of fun in that presentation still. Well, from a very early age, I was doing some kind of performing. I started DJing when I was 15. That led me into skipping uni, where I had a position to actually head off to the Greek islands to DJ over there. And so for a number of years I was DJing clubs, and then transitioned onto radio. I was doing breakfast radio in the UK, then made the switch over to Australia and was involved in commercial radio in Australia for years as well. But at the time I still had this fascination with the mind, and I just wanted to get a show out there, and the work I was doing in the media was stopping me from actually putting that together and doing shows regularly. So the only thing I had to do was actually kind of quit everything and basically start again. I put it all on the line, but it was the only way. I've always been someone who's looked at things and thought, I don't want to at the end kind of look back and go, oh, what if I had tried that? I always want to try it. If it didn't work out, it's fine, but then at least I know. And yeah, I couldn't have even hoped for where it's taken me in the years since. Probably one of my creative highlights has really been a completely different project outside of the big comedy hypnosis shows I do. Still incorporates what I do. I meshed my DJ background and my hypnosis background together to put something together called the Clubnosis experience, where I guess I use hypnotic techniques, not necessarily traditional hypnosis, of course, but I like to think of it as a guided visualization to house music. We've run it in a club before. It's not something you watch, it's something you take part in. There's dance, there's movement, there's using your mind, it's tying it to past emotions. And yeah, a lot of people like to say it's like a whole night of clubbing in 60 minutes. If you want to have longevity in the arts, you probably do need to think of it as a business, and you have to put some business sense into it as well, because as much as you want to do everything on the performance side, without the business size, it doesn't get you in front of the audiences you want or on the scale you'd like to, and that's certainly been a big help for me. But I would also say, if you have an idea, just work towards it in no big way. It doesn't have to be, just the tiniest way you can move forward. Like when I put the Club Gnosis experience out for the first time, it was literally an idea I had in my head. What was the easiest way I could do it? It was for just, I think, a group of 50 people to start with. We got them in a nightclub. I brought in a DJ friend of mine. The costs were so minimal, but it was proof of concept at that point, which I could then build out.